Hi guys, Jace here again. Okay, this is going to be a video a bit unique to any video I've done before, and the reason for that is because this plane, this MiG-15 from Hobby King, I've had for about a year, and I'll just give you a very brief history about it. I had a duplicate FMS Spitfire, and that plane, never assembled, was still in the box, was being sold in my local hobby store for about $400, and I asked them if they would be interested in taking this duplicate FMS I had and selling it for me, or buying it off me for a token price. Anyway, they kindly said, give it to us and you can take something from the shop to equal the value of what they were selling that for, so about $395 worth of stock. So anyway, I chose this. This was hanging up in their store. It was hanging from the ceiling. It looked superb. Had a little bit of stuff to do to finish it. Anyway, cut a long story short, it's never flown. It was severely underpowered. The original motor in there started off with a 2200 kilovolt 70mm ducted fan, and it went to a 2600 kilovolt 70mm ducted, and now we're up to a 3300. Now the shop has been, they've been good and they've been bad. They've been good in that they took it originally and tried to do stuff with it, but bad in the fact that they basically wrote it off and told me, well, that's just it really, there's nothing more we can do. And that was a bit of a shame, because I have always wanted to see this plane fly. I carried it here from the car earlier on, and that was actually the highest that it has flown, and that I carried it above my head, and as the highest it's been off the ground, and it's certainly never gotten off the ground under its own steam. It's not even really been a remote control car, it's only really crawled across a park. So this video is basically an experiment. It's going to be either a video where this plane just sits here and does nothing, as has happened in the last attempts I tried to fly it. It's going to roll along the ground, and this will be the second video I make. It'll be roll along the ground and I'll have to go and fetch it back, or we'll have a successful flight. And I have to tell you that the latter is not what I'm expecting, but I have no idea. I will say I have no idea. Hobby King have given me this new EDF that's meant to have 980 grams of thrust. This plane has a flying weight of 1.6 kilograms, so like I said, I'm not hopeful, but you got to keep trying, got to try and do something with it. So here we go. Start my timer, start powering it up. Well, she's moving faster than she's ever done, but not by much. Not going very far, not going anywhere by the looks of it. Certainly not getting any lift. No. It's basically me on a long walk to fetch it back. As you can see, that was pretty much 1 to 2 kilometers an hour. I think I'm walking across the park quicker than she just traveled across the park. It's very disappointing, I have to say. It's very disappointing. I really do want to see this bird fly. I don't think it's the wheels. I have tried to throw this one into the air with the last motors, but it just literally drifted down to the ground. It had no power to sustain flight. Now that is actually the best that it has ever gone along the ground, but as you can see, it's a pretty poor effort. I've had to walk over here and get it. She's got no decent forward speed to get airborne. I mean, my Habu has got similar sized wheels. There's nothing down there blocking the efflux. There's nothing down there blocking the flow of air into it. It just doesn't have any grunt to get in the air. I could try a crosswind takeoff, I suppose, and try and roll it along this cricket pitch. I'll give that a go, but I still have this feeling that the moment she hits the grass, it's going to be the same old story. And again, you know, I'm going to be taking off with a crosswind, although it's not much of a, it's only a little breeze at the moment. It is a bit gusty, but I'll just pick my moment. It looks like the wind is sort of starting to drop maybe and come down this cricket pitch a little bit, so it'll be a little bit of a crosswind, but we'll give it a go. But like I say, I still don't really hold up much hope. So this will be one more go, and if that doesn't work, then the thing is just going to be going into the bin. Nah, it's just got no grunt. It's got absolutely no grunt at all, has it? Don't really know what else to do with it. I mean, at the end of the day, these EDS, they have a finite speed due to their efflux, so I just don't really know where to go next with this thing. You know, I could try throwing it into the air. Again, got to be honest with you, I mean, if it crashes, it's not really any big loss, is it? I mean, there's some decent servos and ESC and receiver and stuff in here. Yeah, can probably